After much hard work and through several lifetimes, a worthy pyramid has finally come to be. Our worthy pharaoh has succeeded and may therefore have a chance to ascend to the state of a demigod.
As the god of life and death, I invite you to duet. To await the judgment of Ma'at, your loyal camel and cat companions shall be admitted to duet as well, for their unfaltering service to the construction of the Great Pyramid.
Upon arriving at Duat, they meet Anubis, the guardian of the scales. He shall weigh the worth of their hearts against the weight of Ma'at's feather of truth. Our dear pharaoh will be the first one to be judged. If, upon weighing your heart, it proves heavier than the feather, you shall be cast down to earth, to live there for an eternity. You have been weighed, and the scales have proved your goodness.
Great Pharaoh, you may ascend to demigodhood.
The next to be subjugated to the weighing trial shall be our dear mischievous cat. You have been weighed, and the scales have judged you to be undeserving of heavenly existence.
Unworthy cat, you will be cast down to earth, to live there for an eternity. Friend, I shall accompany you, so we can see to the might of the Great Pyramid together.
The camel and the cat successfully arrived back at the Great Pyramid.
Dear camel friend, I must admit to you that I cannot stay at our Great Pyramid. If I am to live here for an eternity, then I must travel these lands and see and experience the full extent of our world. Would you not consider joining me in sharing new adventures?
I understand your desire to travel, but I cannot join you in your adventures. My life is joined to the Great Pyramid. I am not willing to leave it whilst I am living on Earth, and I have decided I must guard it for an eternity.
As they have discussed it, the cat has decided to set out to explore the world on her own.
I am sad to part with you, dear camel friend. Perhaps we might yet meet again.
Indeed, dear friend. But if it is to be so, surely we shall meet at the Great Pyramid. I wish you safe travels.
You have my gratitude. I wish you safe guarding and will undoubtedly return with grand tales of the wide world beyond this land.
Our curious cat has explored the corners of the earth and finally returned to see how our reliable camel is doing.
Certainly, my dear friend will be amazed by the great lands I have come across. Perhaps I will be able to convince Camel that it will be worth leaving this monotone plain of sand.
After living for so very long, Camel has lost track of time whilst guarding the pyramid from the inside for several decades. Therefore, the poor beast has not noticed that the Great Pyramid has nearly entirely sunken beneath the sands, buried by the restless winds.
Oh no! Where is the Great Pyramid? My dear friend, where have you gone? I can see a small tip where before there stood the Great Pyramid. Could it possibly be that the entire pyramid and its loyal guardian have been buried in the sands? I shall set up my tent and start exploring.
it.